This one unelected bureaucrat is trying to remove every single thing the American people voted for in the big, beautiful bill.
Hi, me again. And right off the bat, man, the American people didn't vote for this. If they had, the cuts to Medicaid wouldn't be in there. Read the room. But what were you talking about the Senate Parliamentarian?
This is Elizabeth McDonough, and she is the Senate Parliamentarian.
I'm legitimately shocked you actually gave her title because that gives people the ability to go Google what the Senate Parliamentarian actually does, but go on.
She is a Democrat
No, she's not.
who was not elected. She didn't vote on the big, beautiful bill. She's not a part of it in any way.
I wouldn't say she's not part of it in any way. She is an integral part to any bill that goes through the Senate.
But she feels that she has the right to remove whatever she wants from it.
Yeah. Think of her like an umpire. They're bound to follow the rules.
And she also feels that she doesn't have to answer to a single elected official nor a single American about it.
That's not true. She is held accountable by elected officials in a couple different ways. For one, she can be overruled in the decisions she makes. On a normal bill, she can be overruled by a simple majority, 51 votes in the Senate. But on a reconciliation bill, you would need 60 votes to overrule her. Also, she serves at the pleasure of the Senate Majority Leader. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, the Senate Majority Leader is John Thune, a Republican. He's free to dismiss her anytime he likes, but he's not going to.
So basically what she did was she went into the big, beautiful bill. She found everything that Democrats disagree with, and she just started crossing it out.
Nope, that's not what happens. The Senate Parliamentarian is responsible for orchestrating what's called the Byrd Bath, B-Y-R-D. It was named for Senator Byrd. The Byrd Bath only happens on budget reconciliation, because a budget reconciliation bill is what's called a privileged bill, meaning in the Senate it is not subject to a filibuster, meaning it can pass with a simple majority, 51 votes. Now, because Republicans are trying to pass all of these things without any input from Democrats whatsoever, they're trying to cram it all into the budget reconciliation process. But there are rules, you see. There are rules for the budget reconciliation process. Any provision in a budget reconciliation bill must meet certain rules. They're called the Byrd rules. Before the bill even gets to the floor of the Senate, they do a Byrd bath. The Senate Parliamentarian, along with the Senate Majority Leader, she'll go and talk to all the senators on different committees that are considering how to get to the budget goal laid out in the budget resolution before budget reconciliation. And if any provisions that came over from the House are not going to pass the Byrd rule, she says, hey, these probably won't last. And if you'd like, we can strike it now so that when it gets to the floor, we don't have to have a senator stand up, make a motion for the Byrd rule violation, and I strike it then.
Just said, I don't agree with this. It's got to go.
It has nothing to do with whether or not she agrees with it. It has to do with the rules and procedures of the Senate. For example, when President Biden was moving his COVID relief package through reconciliation, the Senate Parliamentarian, Elizabeth McDonough, struck down the provision that would have included a $15 minimum wage for everybody in the United States. Now, if the only reason for her actions is because she's a Democrat, as you claim, that would be very strange of her to do because, well, Democrats want to have living wages for people and Republicans don't.
And somehow, even though members of the House that we elected voted on it, the members of the Senate that we elected voted on it, and the president approved it.
Yes, the House voted on this, but it's going to be very different, so they're going to have to vote again. Also, the Senate has yet to vote on it, so it's impossible for the president to approve any of it because nothing has been finalized from Congress.
She thinks she just gets to remove all of it.
She sure does. Like I said, it's her job. She's the umpire. Think of her as the police officer of the Senate, right? She's there to enforce the rules. You're like the guy that goes out drinking, gets drunk, and then drives home, and then you're mad at the cop for pulling you over and taking you to jail. Those are the rules. You gotta abide by them.
And if you stay quiet on this, she might get away with it.
Oh, well, she's going to get away with it for sure. Much in the same sense that the Subway sandwich artist is going to get away with making your 6-inch sandwich.